Mike, maybe you should. Well, first of all, good to see you, buddy. It's been a while. But it looked like you took a butt end to the juggler there. Can you tell us a little bit about that and how are you feeling now?
Yeah, I mean, you played against Josh. He's a dirty player. He's always been. Surprised he got away with only a 4 minute. I'm happy he's still in the game.
Love to hear that. Hey, Michael, you guys go on the road, obviously.
Wow. Well, that's what everybody's talking about. The Avs win 5-2. They have a commanding 3-1 lead against the Wild. They are 14-2 in series where they lead 3-1 in the lifetime of the organization. So this one, as good as the Wild are, appears to be toast. But the accusations that Josh Manson is a dirty player, and then the bloodied face of Nathan MacKinnon from Toews trying to clear a puck kind of define a hard-nosed, very gritty, come-from-behind win by the Avalanche in Minnesota, to the disappointment of the Minnesota fans, who will have their hearts most likely broken by the San Antonio Spurs in basketball soon enough. But let's take a peek at this one, and we start with the hit from Manson. And was it dirty or not? Well, yeah, it was dirty. He's got him down here. McCarron kind of dragged him down, and then you could see Bam with the butt end of his stick. And by the way, you weren't the only one to snicker at the penalty of butt ending. I had never heard of that penalty either. And then he drills him there again with the butt end of the stick. And, you know, you can just see it. And then blammo, there goes McCarron's down. And Manson is like, what? What did I do? What did I do? But this quote is great. He hits me, but then he lands on me. I didn't really like that. I butt ended him. Was that on purpose? Was that my intention? Absolutely not. Did I want to punch him in the head? I did want to punch him in the head. Josh Manson addressed whether or not he's a dirty player after the game. And, well, let Josh explain it to you.
That's fine. If he wants to call me a dirty player, he can just look at my history. I mean, it's been 13 years and I haven't been suspended yet. So obviously I'm not that dirty. You know what I mean? I think there are other guys in the league that are doing more. But was that the cleanest play? No. I mean, was it purposeful? No, and it wasn't purposeful either. But like I said, served my time. They scored on it, so I mean, benefited them. That's his perspective.
It did benefit them. And at the time when you were losing, you really kind of felt angry. Like, hey, man, that's a dumb mistake. It's unforced. We're glad that you're back. For sure, it's great to have Josh Manson back because you need that sort of toughness and grit and everything else that he brings. But you certainly don't need, well, you definitely did not need a 5 in a misconduct to, you know, be out of the game. And frankly, a double minor is tough to kill. And they didn't kill it, as it turns out. So it really wasn't a positive play on any stretch of the imagination. But it does show a certain grit and toughness of the Avalanche, that's for sure. Here's the boys on altitude breaking it down.
Mance's reply, he hits me, then he lands on me. I didn't really like that. I butt-ended it. Was that on purpose? Was that my intention? Absolutely not. Did I want to punch him in the head? I did want to punch him in the head.
Way to go, Boz, or Peter Bob.
That's great.
But he did not. He had 2 goals, 2 assists in a fight.
There you go. And believe it or not, there's a differentiation of the rules with butt ending. There's a version of the butt ending rule, and it has to do with intent. So they did say he did it. He butt ended McCarron, but that he didn't have like a vicious intent in what he did. It was kind of a butt end poke, not a butt end stab. Either way, it, you know, wasn't great, but it's what everybody's talking about today. And if this gives any more fire, and for the record, I really love McCarron's response as well. One more time.
Mike, maybe you should, well, first of all, good to see you, buddy. It's been a while. But it looked like you took a butt end to the juggler there. Can you tell us a little bit about that and how are you feeling now?
Yeah, I mean, you played against Josh. He's a dirty player. He's always been. Surprised he got away with only a 4-minute. I'm happy he's still in the game.
Love to hear that. Hey, Mike.
I mean, you would think that there'd be some sort of bloodfest amongst the teams. There really wasn't. I don't know what's going to happen in Game 5. Keep your head on a swivel, especially if the game gets a little out of hand. I don't think there could have been any kind of big retribution last night because the game was so close. You just couldn't afford to do that if you were Minnesota. That would have worked to the Avs' advantage in a major way. And frankly, you got the benefit you needed out of it. And McCarron wasn't hurt. He got poked a little bit. I mean, Manson shouldn't have done it, but, it's not like McCarron's going to the hospital or anything. But whatever you need. Jared Bednar on that play.
Yeah. I'm not sure exactly what their options are when they make that call, to look at it. If I was just hoping that that it didn't have to be a major, because I didn't think like he definitely hits him with his stick and a little undisciplined there, but didn't look to me like it was vicious enough to be like a 5-minute major in a game misconduct. So at that point, I was just kind of hoping for the best and that Manson would be able to stay in the game. I think they probably made the right call, and he was able.
Yeah, I mean, that was the difference. It wasn't that bad, so he got to stay in the game. You gotta love hockey, man. It's the best. Yeah, you shouldn't have done that, but come on, everybody. It wasn't that bad. Huh? Right? It wasn't that bad. Meanwhile, the other hit that sucked was the puck to the face of Nathan MacKinnon. Oh, my God. She loves hockey and hates blood. So that's the combination of that right there. Meanwhile, his ability to come back in the game.
Yeah, no, if he was going to be able to get out there, he was going to be out there. I don't think that was ever in doubt. I just felt for him because I just went through that. It doesn't feel very good. So you're just hoping that your guy's okay. That's the main thing, and then you feel for him because it sucks.
Don't forget that, just sitting on the bench. So Bedsy with the shiner, Gabe with the jewel job from Makar, Toews with the mouth shot to MacKinnon. Like, my God. Easy, guys. So I don't know if there's teeth missing, if there's a broken nose, if there's a concussion. I mean, let's certainly hope that, well, this is what we don't know. I'm not surprised that MacKinnon came back into the game. He would have a lot of adrenaline and just, I don't know, you just have that sort of feeling like I got to keep going, that sort of thing. I'm sure Nate feels a lot different and probably pretty damn sore today. And we'll see about his availability on Wednesday. I mean, he can't be feeling great about it all. And it kind of sucked too, because it was on a play that Blackwood probably should have wrapped up the puck and it got a little loose in front of him. And Toews is just kind of desperately trying to clear it out of the way. And Nate's just in the wrong place at the wrong time. The whole thing was unfortunate, that's for sure. But you did get the win. And you got the, how about the surprise that MacKinnon was going to be out of the game, and then Malinsky was going to be out of the game. Nobody knew that before they dropped the puck. That was shocking information. So Manson and Kiviranta come back, but then you lose two of your critical players in Malinsky and MacKinnon. You got Blackwood in net, not Wedgwood. It was a weird start, and then you're losing 1-0 because Manson did the old butt end, and they get the power play. So it did not feel great at the beginning of this game whatsoever. But kudos to the role players like Parker Kelly and Ross Colton, big contributors in this one.
Yeah, I think just being ready to go. I think you never know when your opportunity is going to come. And, Ross has been playing great. Our bottom line's been playing great. Everyone's just been trying to do the right thing. And you just got to stay ready. It's one shot. It's one play you got to bear down on. That's probably going to come your way. So it's just about staying ready, and all these guys in here are ready. So it was a great goal by Ross to get us up, and then Blackie shut it down for us. So it was a great game overall.
at Gorilla Sports and from DNVR. We love the work that you guys do. All props to you guys for covering the Avs so well. And yeah, Colton, who, I was like, oh my gosh, Colton may be scratched for Kivi Ronsa tonight, not knowing that Lehkonen was going to be out. Well, we solved that. And then it was Ashan who played, not Blankenberg, for Malinsky being out. And I'm happy for him and his family. They were all there to watch him. So that was his first playoff game of all time. And he played well and they got the win. So good for that young man as well. He's a young guy, small dude too. A lot of small defensemen, which is kind of crazy. So a lot of topsy-turvy weird things in this particular game. But at the end of the day, the resilience of the Avs, their ability to respond, kind of defines who this team is.
All year long, you guys have been able to seemingly respond when you want. Why is that?
I mean, I think it's just belief in this room, confidence in this room, determination. I mean, those three things, and you add in sprinkle in the skill that we have and the depth that we have. I mean, it's a powerful combination, and guys knew what was at stake tonight, how important this game was to not give them any more life than they already got in Game 3, and I thought we did a good job.
Meanwhile, one of the bigger storylines is who will play goal next, and I don't really know. I mean, after such a good performance, I would think Bednar will stay with Mackenzie Blackwood. Starting Blackwood in the first place, to me, was an indication that they were seeing something off with Wedgwood. The 6 goals that he allowed in Game 1, well, I wrote off because Wedgwood explained he was having equipment problems, and he played pretty nicely in Game 2. But obviously getting yanked in Game 3 is a bit of a head scratcher, and giving up 11 goals in 3 games ain't great. So they go with Blackwood, who gave up 1 goal after Wedgie's 3 goals. So now what? Good problems to have, and I'm an idiot to second-guess Jared Bednar at this point. I thought it was kind of risky last night. I mean, nobody would have batted an eye had you stayed with Scott Wedgwood, but you go with Blackwood, and there's Blackwood contributing. Bedsy loved his play.
He was great. Yeah, I think he went in the net and did exactly what I was hoping he would do. And he's had, like I said before, he had some really strong practices in the last week. He's had some time to prepare. He's in tune with what's going on in the series and done his homework. And I thought that he went in and played a great game for us.
All right, and finally, John Hines on what his team has left.
Well, we got to focus on the next game, right? Take the lessons out of this one, and obviously it wasn't good enough for us, but regroup tomorrow and take what we can take out of this one and make sure we're ready for the next one.
Bloodied, not beaten, but ended, but not distraught. The Colorado Avalanche lead 3-1, where they've been, in terms of finishing series, deadly over the time of their organization. I anticipate in front of a wild packed house on Wednesday night, and probably a packed outside as the weather is supposed to be spectacular with a 6 p.m. puck drop. I think it's going to be an amazing scene in downtown Denver on Wednesday, and I'll be there to tell you all about it. We'll be covering the game on the voice of the Avalanche, Altitude Sports Radio 92.5. And I want to say we hit a little bit of a milestone yesterday that I'm awful proud of. We cracked 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, which, listen, I understand for a lot of sports channels, Denver sports channels in particular, that's not that big of a number, but that is times 5 where we were at a year ago at this time. So if you are watching, if you do like this content and you are subscribed, thank you. If not, it does help the channel if you like and subscribe, all that sort of analytical stuff. So if you can, please subscribe, because we have incredible Avalanche content, not only throughout the day on our talk shows, but between the pipes with Raj, Andy Lindahl filling in last night, and Mark Springer, which is spectacular. On our shorts, we have the calls of Connor McGahey. We have inside the locker room stuff, after games, at morning skates. There's a ton of Avalanche content right here on our YouTube channel. So thank you for liking and subscribing. And we do it all of Denver sports, even the Rockies, the Broncos, the Avs, the Buffs, the Nuggets. Everything you want in Denver sports is here, and we're proud to cover all of Denver sports, not just one or two, and not just be boutique. We want to do it all, and we want to give you as much content and reaction as we possibly can. We will have reaction to a couple of Broncos Nuggets coming up here in a second, but first, this from Journey Spice.
There's a world of flavor out there, and to find it, you have to take the journey. Journey Spice Company handcrafts the most premium spice and seasoning blends that have no sugar, no salt, are certified USDA organic, non-GMO, vegan-friendly, and always planet-friendly. You are going to love serving amazingly delicious creations while knowing you helped reduce single-use plastics. Make sure to search for Journey Spice Company on Amazon today.
Use the code excuse me, Altitude 26, and you can save yourself 10% on everything that's Journey Spice. We know now where the Broncos will start their season. It will be Monday night against the Chiefs. They do not have the official location of the game, but it won't be a shared Monday night game either. So it'll be the Broncos in prime time, and we see here Bo Nix and Patrick Mahomes. Let's hope our guy is actually playing in that game. I don't know about their guy. We'll see. That would be a remarkable recovery from Mahomes if he's truly good to go September 14th. We shall see, but we know the season starts on a Monday night. We just don't know if it's in Kansas City or in Denver. The schedule comes out on Thursday, and myself and Chad Brown will react to that as part of Altitude Football, which airs every Monday through Thursday at 6 o'clock and 8:30 with myself and Mike Sanford. Sunday nights, Rachel and I with Cocktail Hour, which will be on a bit of a pause this week because the Avalanche play at the exact same time. So Rachel and I off on Wednesday because of the Avs game. We'll be back the week after to react to everything. And myself and Chad on Thursday in particular to go through the actual schedule itself as it is released right around that time. So we'll have a live reaction to everything going on Thursday at 6 o'clock. We look forward to that. A sad passing. Craig Morton passed away at the age of 83. Craig Morton was always one of my favorite players because in 1978, when my father moved us out to Steamboat Springs when I was in third grade to finish off his second novel that he wrote, I became a Broncos fan. And my dad was a huge Craig Morton fan, as he used to live in San Francisco, that area, when he was out of the Army. And Craig Morton was the quarterback, and I think it was Stanford. Was it Stanford? It was something out there. One way or the other, he's a quarterback out there. I think it was Stanford. I'm not sure. But I would always hear amazing things about Craig Morton. And Craig Morton was one of the few guys that I would literally be nervous to be around. And I ran into him a handful of times over the years, most of the times at Broncos games. And I'd be in an elevator with Craig Morton, and I was just like, oh my God. It's one of my heroes, true heroes of mine growing up, because it was the first time that I was truly rooting deeply for a team. In third grade, all I wanted was an Orange Crush t-shirt. And the quarterback of that team was Craig Morton, and they did not get it done against the Cowboys in their very first Super Bowl appearance. But Craig Morton will always stand out to me. And in a year where my father just recently passed, for Craig Morton to also pass increases my sadness and the missing of my dad, who I miss each and every single day. And it was a moment when I saw this, I was like, I swear to God, I had the feeling, I got to call my dad about this. But I can't anymore, which is sad. So I'm sad for the passing of Craig Morton. And there were always really good conversations with me and my dad about Craig Morton and how much we respected him and loved him as a Broncos quarterback. So rest in peace, Craig Morton, and my condolences to him, his family, and his friends. And he is an absolute legend in Broncos lore. Okay. Eesh. Not trying to be sad here. It's a happy day. By the way, let me just give you a graphic for whatever it matters. Did the Avalanche deserve to win that game? Here is the deserve to win-o-meter, whatever analytics this is based on. And yeah, the Avalanche deserved to win that game. They dominated the game. So 91.6 on the deserve to win a meter. So they got what they deserve. They got the win. They'll wrap it up, I hope, tomorrow night at Ball Arena. No more huge gaps between games, thank God. The Avalanche actually have today off. They'll land at noon out there at DIA, and we'll hear from Jared Bednar and what he has to say, probably about the health of some players like Malinsky, like Lehkonen, like MacKinnon. So we'll have updates for you on that on PhD from noon to 3 as we take pride in talking all Denver sports and absolutely reacting to the most breaking news possible for the sports you care about the most. And whether we do it and look good, well, I guess that's debate.
How big was this game for you and your club coming into Detroit?
Yeah, as big as that spray tan you got. That's for sure.
This isn't a spray tan.
Yeah, for sure, man.